So as you can see my screen, right, this is a Google Colab where we usually write a Python machine learning code. So yesterday we have seen sentiment analysis, right? In our NLP course, we have seen sentiment analysis. What do you mean by sentiment analysis, and how effectively we can use NLP in this sentiment analysis project, right? So first, let's revise it. What actually the sentiment analysis, and then we can go through this project. So here in this sentiment analysis, if you talk about this sentiment analysis, then sentiment means what? Sentiment analysis means the meaning behind our words. Means a kind of sentiment means it gives you an idea after analyzing the text data, after whatever we speak, whatever we do conversation in our day to day life, whether it is positive, negative, or neutral sentence, right? So what, how we will going to find out? See, this sentiment analysis means this NLP is based on natural language processing, which means natural language can be anything. It can be any language, your English, Hindi, it can be any language, right? It can be your Hindi, it can be your English, right? It can be other languages like Tamil, or other country like German, whatever the language is. So with the help of Python and machine learning, that is our natural language processing toolkit, NLTK, we process the sentences. Whatever conversation we do in our day to day life, we process it, and after processing it, we find out whether the word is positive word, negative word, or a neutral word. How we usually do it? For example, let's take an example here. In this example, I'm taking this sentence: Hooray, I won the match. Now, just by looking into this, a human can tell, like, this is a positive sentence. Why positive? Because it is something talking about the happiness. And how did you find it out? Because this sentence is giving you an expression of happiness, right? Because in this sentence, you use the keyword or a word like hooray one, which mean showing you the positive words, means a person who is really happiness, that is why he is enjoying, right? So same thing is called as sentiment analysis. Means just based on the word we use in our sentence or in our languages, we find it out whether it is positive, negative, or a neutral sentence. So what are the application of this sentiment analysis? This application of this sentiment analysis means in a customer review, based on the review given by customer, we can find it out whether it is positive or whether it is negative or whether it is neutral. Anything we can find it out, right? Similarly, if I say, if I give you one more example, like one more example. Now what you will say is, this is something a negative sentence, right? Because here you use a negative keyword. What are the negative keyword here? Loss and unfortunately, right? So this is a unfortunately is one keyword that is representing some negative sentence or negative expression in your sentence. So in this way we find it out. So there are some example of there are some example or a real time application where we use this review. This review letter can be changed into the emoji also. So first is review, second robotics based on your word, they find out robotics based on our language, find out our based on the language or our words spoken. Robotics can find out the behavior of a person, behavior or the context, or you can say meaning. Robot mood of a person means in what mood you are, like in happy mood or happy, nervous, right? So this one more example I have given, based on our word they can find it out. So this is the general explanation or the meaning of what is sentiment analysis. So let's see the example. In this example I use the Python. Okay, and this is the Google Colab, which is one service of Google Cloud. And in this Google Colab, here this import NLTK. This is a library which is stand for natural language toolkit, which defines you, which is used to understand every kind of language, whether it is German, English, Hindi, any kind of language they understand. And they are used in a Google Translate, everything. We use this natural language processing. Natural language processing means where we deal with processing of a natural language in order to understand the meaning. So this thing also I should add it in this definition. Natural language processing, that is also known as NLP, is basically a module of data science where we deals with natural language conversation and dataset is in the form of voice, text, words, or simply you can say in short, processing of words, token words, or like sentences spoken by human being. So this is known as natural language processing, where you are processing the where you are processing the sentences, where you are processing the word. So it is one module of a data science where we deal with the natural languages and conversation and the data set that we goes on between the two person. So we understand it with the help of NLP, an automatic system we make it. So here in this we can see I'm using NLTK, and my data set is in the form of CSV. So I imported a CSV library. These are nothing but the Python file or library that we need to import on our code so that we can run our code efficiently. NLTK is also a Python library, just like in Java we do, right? We in Java, how we do it? We Java we write like this, right? Import java dot util dot array list, right? How we do it? In the same way, this is actually what, a package, a subfolder. In the same way, here also NLTK is a Python file which is define some keyword that you are going to use in our program in order to perform an operation. And NumPy is used to convert a dataset row in the form of vector. Okay, let me show you the dataset. So if you see this data set, my data set is in the form of, let's see this positive word. So if you can see the data set, it is having a positive words. This is a positive word data set. As you can see, absolutely, adorable, accepted, accomplished, achievement, action, active, these all are consist of a positive word. It might be having some brilliant, bravo, calm, celebrated, charming, champion, congratulation, cute, delight. It might be having good also. You can see excellent might be also there, elegant, and you can check it here, energetic, excellent, fair, good also might be there. You can see genuine, growing, good, right? These are the positive word. A data set which is having number of around 300 something words are there. Similarly, let me show you the negative words. So in this negative word, if you see, the words are like adverse, alarming, angry, annoy, right? Beneath, boring, broken, can't, clumsy. So these all are like a negative word. Disappointed, disease. So these are my negative words. So let's come to the code. So we're going to process this. So here in a Google Colab, you can upload the data directly from choosing the data. So I have written from google.colab import file, upload file dot upload. So here I will going to upload my data set. It's running now. In order to run the code, you need to click here. See, it's running successfully. As you did not get any error, remind that it's running successfully. Now let's upload the code. Yeah. Now go to the path where you want to upload the, where you have kept the data set. I am going to my path. The first one is negative. I am let upload the negative file first. So just wait for a few seconds. Let it be upload. Once you see this 100%, it means that you uploaded. See, it's uploaded successfully. Now let's run this code. In this code, what I'm doing, I'm just trying to read from my file, word negative CSV. This is the name of my file. If you can see, see word negative is a file and it is of CSV type, as you can see on the screen, right? So here, same thing. I'm trying to read it, and after reading it, I will upload now. Now it's turn of positive file. So I will going to upload positive file. Let's choose the positive file now. So now I'm uploading the positive file. Yeah, now it's done 100%. Let's run this. So here I'm doing the same step. I'm reading the positive, I'm reading the file. This is for just uploading it, and this code is for reading the file. So here, as you can see, I have created the list which is empty, and I'm going to read every word from my file and append it to this list. Now, in order to print the list, when you write positive, which is the name of a list, and when you do not pass a starting index, it means that it will by default start from 0, and the list follow n minus 1 size, you know, right? Means it print from 0 to the n minus 1 length. So here I'm printing. So see here, absolutely adorable, whatever we have seen, it is printed. Similarly, I'm doing for negative, and it has printed the negative. This all word is present in my data set. Okay, now here I'm writing one function. This is the, I have written one function here, and in this function what I'm doing, I'm just going to count. I will going to first, I have created one temp as a empty list. I will pass the text to my function. Whatever sentence I will going to read, I will pass to my function. My function will going to divide the sentence into different token. Like if you can see here, computer class is going on, right? So token means what? You divide the sentence into different words, means separate word. Like see here, computer classes going on. So in this sentence we have a four word, right? So I have divided into four token, and after that I will read the sentence and I will count how many positive or negative word are there in my sentence. If I'm having a positive word, then I will print it. If my positive word, that is p count, is greater than 1, then it means that it is a positive sentence, and I will simply append it to the list. And if it is means, suppose if my negative count is greater than 0, negative count means it will going to count positive and negative sentences, okay, in your sentences. Like as I given you example here, right? So in this example they will count unfortunately and loss. There are two negative sentence, so it means this is a negative. So same thing they are doing. If this n count is greater than 0, it means it's a negative sentence. Else there might be case that it is a neutral one. Now I'm going to call my function and I'm passing this parameter here. So I'm passing this parameter to this function sentiment. If you can see, this is a sentiment function. So in this parameter text I'm passing. So let's run this. First let's run the function. Okay, function runs successfully as we do not got any error. Now I have passed this sentence and I will going to check. So I have what I did it, in order to make a model understand more clearly, I have used numeric word as my output label. This minus 1, 1 and 0 is my output label. Output label means my target label. Means minus 1 is for negative, 1 is for positive sentence, and 0 is for neutral sentences. Okay, so let's see. It was terribly bad. So according to you, what it is? Right, it is bad. Means it is a bad, terribly, these are negative sentence. Let's run and check. See here, it is showing you negative sentence. How did you showing it is based on your keyword, right? Similarly, let's check it. Actually it was not bad at all. So let's take it, this sentences which I have taken here, right? Hooray, I won the match. Let's take this. Okay, I have used exclamatory sign. See, it is a positive sentence, right? How it is find out the positive sentence? Based on our keyword. What keyword? This good, one, and hooray. Similarly, there is a one sentence. This sentence is about nothing. It means that there is nothing is present here to find it out positive and negative. So 0 means it is a neutral. Let me check it. Okay, as it is showing 0. So in this way, we explain this NLP. Okay, you can convert this project into the conversion of emoji. Means based on negative, positive, and sentence, neutral sentence, you can convert into the different emoji. And usually the real time application also work on that. They convert this sentiment into the emoji, and they express and they show it on the screen or our app. So this is a small example of sentiment analysis. Hope it is clear to everyone, right? So today you practice this code on your screen. You just need to upload this code and the data set. I will share with you both the thing. This is the code and this is data set. Just run it on your screen and let me know if you face any error and all. So if you don't have any doubt anything, so I think we should move into some other code. Okay, thanks.